Namaste, Jai Hind all. Today I am here with MCQs on preamble part 2. Already in part 1 I have explained many more questions. Now this is part 2 from the preamble. There are many questions I have taken. You just go through the MCQs and pause the video, find out the answers. If you are answering correctly, then it's fine. Otherwise, once you go through the questions, get the answer, revise it and try to get updated yourself with the knowledge about the preamble. Thank you. Now let's see what are the MCQs and answers accordingly. Preamble to the Constitution of India. Now we are here with MCQs on preamble part 2. Let's see. Question number 1. Economic justice as one of the objectives of the Indian Constitution has been provided in A. The preamble and the fundamental rights. B. The preamble and the directive principle of state policy. C. The fundamental rights and the directive principles of state policy. D. None of them. The correct answer is answer B. The preamble and the directive principle of state policy. Question number 2. Which of the following statement is true? A. In the Beriberi case, the Supreme Court had said that the preamble of the Constitution is not a part of the Constitution. B. In the Keswanand Bharti case, the Supreme Court had said that the preamble of the Constitution is part of the Constitution. C. Preamble of the Indian Constitution has been taken from the Constitution of Canada. D. None of the above. The correct answer is answer D. None of the above. Question number 3. The Constitution of which country was the first to begin with a preamble? A. USA. B. India. C. Britain. D. Canada. The correct answer is answer A. USA. Question number 4. The ideal of justice, social, economic and political in the preamble draws its inspiration from A. Russian Revolution. B. American Civil War. C. French Revolution. D. Japanese Constitution. The correct answer is answer A. Russian Revolution. Question number 5. The ideals of liberty, equality and fraternity in the preamble have been taken from A. French Revolution. B. Russian Revolution. C. American Civil War. D. None of the above. The correct answer is answer A. French Revolution. Question number 6. Which of the following is true about preamble? A. It is a source of power to legislator and a source of provision upon the powers of legislator. B. It is justiciable. C. Its provisions are enforceable in courts of law. D. None of the above. The correct answer is answer D. None of the above. Question number 7. What does the term secular mean in the Indian context? A. All religions are equal in the eyes of the government and the state does not uphold any particular religion as its official religion. B. Special importance to a religion related to minorities. C. One religion is promoted by the government. D. None of the following. The correct answer is answer A. All religions are equal in the eyes of the government and the state does not uphold any particular religion as its official religion. Question number 8. The 42nd Constitutional Amendment added which of the following words in the preamble? A. Socialist. B. Secular. C. Integrity. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Question number 9. The word sovereign mentioned in the preamble implies A. India is an independent state. B. India is neither a dependency nor a dominion of any other nation. C. India is free to conduct its own affairs, both internal and external. D. All of the above. The correct answer is answer D. All of the above. Question number 10. Which of the following statements are true? A. India's membership of the Commonwealth of Nations does not affect India's sovereignty in any manner. B. India's membership of United Nations Organization UNO does not limit India's sovereignty. C. India can either acquire a foreign territory or set a part of its territory in favor of a foreign state. D. All of the above. The correct answer is answer D. That is all of the above. Now question number 11. Till now, the preamble to the Constitution of India has been amended for how many times? A. Once. B. Twice. C. Thrice. D. Never. The correct answer is answer A. Once. Question number 11. Till now, the preamble to the Constitution of India has been amended for how many times? A. Once. B. Twice. C. Thrice. D. Never. The correct answer is answer A. Once. Question number 12. In which of the following are the basic aims and objectives of the Indian Constitution discussed? A. Part 1. B. Preamble. C. Part 2. D. Schedule. The correct answer is answer B. Preamble. Question number 13. Which among the following statement is incorrect? A. The objective resolution passed by Pandit Nehru was what became the preamble to the Constitution of India. B. Preamble is enforceable in the court of law. C. Preamble has been amended only once in 1976. D. Preamble proves that the sovereignty lies ultimately with the Indian people. The correct answer is answer B. Preamble is enforceable in the court of law. Question number 14. Which among the following was the outcome of Keswanand Bharati versus State of Kerala case 1973? A. Preamble is a part of the Indian Constitution and the subject to amending power of the Parliament. B. Preamble is not a part of the Indian Constitution and not subject to amending power of the Parliament. C. Preamble is a part of the Constitution but not subject to amending power of the Parliament. D. Preamble is not a part of the Constitution but is subject to the amending power of the Parliament. The correct answer is answer A. Preamble is a part of the Indian Constitution and subject to amending power of the Parliament. Question number 15. The preamble to the Indian Constitution aims at securing A. Dignity of individual and unity and integrity of the nation. B. Fundamental rights to all individuals. C. Fundamental rights to the citizens of India. D. Security of tenure to all government servants. The correct answer is answer A, that is dignity of individual and unity and integrity of the nation. Question number 16. What is the meaning of equality in the Indian Constitution? A. Lack of opportunities. B. Lack of equality. C. Absence of special privileges to any section of the society and provisions of adequate opportunities for all individuals without any discrimination. D. None of the above. The correct answer is answer C. Absence of special privileges to any section of the society and provisions of adequate opportunity. Question number 17. Which of the following terms was not included in a Union of Trinity by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in his concluding speech in the Constituent Assembly? A. Liberty. B. Flexibility. C. Equality. D. Fraternity. The correct answer is answer B. Flexibility. Question number 18. The philosophy underlying the Indian Constitution was embodied quite early in Objective Resolution, which was moved in the first session of Constituent Assembly on 13th December 1946 by A. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, B. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, C. Chakravarti Rajgopalachari, D. Dr. Bhim Rao Ramji Ambedkar. The correct answer is A. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly subscribe, and one more request, there are certain sound, kindly ignore and go through the content, and kindly comment and let me know what else should be added and what is your requirement. Accordingly, I am going to do the work to give you the best output. Thank you very much.